whatever you'd like to know.
Ask a random question about them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey everyone, provide an update. Tell us what's your favorite movie and why, right? Uh, or what's
And,
your
and actually, while you were on your way to getting your skin, crisped up, um, we discussed on Fridays having one person on each Friday talk about themselves, about their background and stuff for a few minutes.
This is 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, good morning. We are live. Happy Monday, March 10th. Nick, you are the happy volunteer. Good morning.
Good
Uh,
morning. And I did not volunteer myself. Someone else volunteered me, but that's okay. Um, all right. Oh, so it's Monday morning, and we're talking about what we're grateful for. Well, I'm grateful for what you guys have built because today I'm gonna start emailing people about it, and hopefully a bunch of them are gonna respond and are gonna want to try out the platform and then hopefully buy it. Um, so that's where we're at. Um, Pablo and I imported a bunch of contacts into HubSpot, um, cleaned up some of the data, and we're gonna go into Apollo and kind of augment it with some of the tools that Apollo has, and then worked on the messaging, and we're gonna start reaching out today. If we're not able to do it automatically, then I'm just ready to fire off some emails manually. Um, that's where we're at. Um, are we gonna do the random question?
You're the leader.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna ask everyone what their favorite AI tool is,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna start with Avi. You can't say subconscious because it is at the top of
Oh
every
man,
person's list,
man,
but you
that's a
have to
good one.
pick something else.
Right, right. Okay. Um. Well, I am grateful for I guess being close to New York City. I'm not in New York City, but I'm close enough. So this weekend I was able to, you know, uh, go to some museums, see some shows, like walk around. It was very nice. I met the fake Donald Trump, which is apparently it's a guy who like walks around dressed like Donald Trump. That was probably the low light of the weekend, um, but whatever. Um, so yeah, so that it was nice to get outside um, and get all my steps in. My favorite AI tool, honestly, it's gotta be Cursor. Um, I was teaching my 9-year-old how to use it, and like my 9-year-old was doing vibe coding. This was with Claude 3.5. We haven't gone back with 3.7, but he loved it. Like the other day, I was tucking him into bed, and I was like, "What do you want to do tomorrow?" And he was like, "I want to program." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." That was like his thing that he wanted to do the next day. Anyway, so yeah, I would say Cursor. That's a pretty magical experience. Although he did do his fourth grade science project on uh, surveys. He like did he surveyed 100 kids, and so he presented that fourth grade science project, and like I maybe helped him make his graphs, and that was really cool. Anyway, yeah, and so as far as work goes, kind of same thing as
Well,
Nick.
pick a study we could validate.
No, that's a great idea. He went and like designed the survey and started collecting the data like before he told me about it. So like at that point it was too late. But next time. But yeah, maybe we could validate. That's actually a good idea. Although we don't allow children simulations on the platform. I think there's an age minimum of 18.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a specific reason for that. Anyway, this weekend I'm also working on outreach, accelerator outreach, investor outreach. We finished 3 of the 4 contracts last week accepted. So by the end of this week, we expect to see, at least one of those folks start. The second person is starting in, I think, 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks at this point. So that's what I'm working on: outreach, fundraising, and then preparing for my California trip. And scene.
All right, so next is Florian.
Hello team, happy Monday. I'm grateful for the good weather. It's been very sunny out. It's a lot less depressing when it's just not gray out the entire time. My favorite AI tool, I guess I'd have to say GPT. I think 4.0 in particular, I've been using it a lot. I'd like to say Cursor, but I don't have too much experience with it. I might have to start using it actually, it seems very good. As for work, I'm currently working with Chin to do the marketing hack thing that we've been working on. And we've also been trying to deploy the final 2 models that we're missing, which is DeepSeek and 3.7 Sonnet. But we're still running into rate limit issues. So we do have meetings with AWS today, I think, where we'll see what we can do. And then we'll also talk with Google Cloud, the support, and see maybe we can stick with them and fix it. Yeah, so that's me.
Florian, you did such good work on getting all those models, on getting the human baselines rerun with those new models. I can't wait to start posting content about that. I think that's a very, very big, beefy, defensible piece of work.
Right.
Great, thank you. Lucy?
Hi everyone, happy Monday. So something I'm really grateful is getting my laptop back after doing some super spy work. Hacking. It got stolen last week, but finally I got it back during the weekend. And my favorite AI tool, to be honest, is ChatGPT 4.0 because I just think it's, I don't know, I don't usually use a lot of AI, but this is the only one I use regularly and daily. So yeah, and in terms of work, I'll be working on making the product video today, and then hopefully getting it sent out as we sent out the release. We sent out the release post this morning. Yeah.
Lucy, can you share that release post so that everyone here can share it and reshare it and all of that? Nice work.
Yeah, we can demo it at the end, so everybody can reshare and repost the link to post. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh wait, who did we just lose? Oh, maybe Florian. Mehdi's up next.
All right. Hello, everyone. Okay, so my favorite AI tool is actually two, which I use. It's Claude and also Cursor. Yeah, and in terms of work, we have been going through the bugs that is reported for production, and we're going to fix this and do another push to production. So that's it.
You know, it's funny because a few years ago, like maybe 10 years ago, very few people dared name their company after an object or a word, like cursor, for example. But now it's like it's pretty commonplace. Like, I mean, apart from Apple, very few people kind of name their companies or their products after a word. Um, but now there are so many new tools coming up that people just use whatever, you know, whatever they like. Um, anyway, Mia.
Um, Hi everybody. I'm grateful that I get to see my grandma and grandpa this week, so I'm really excited that I get to like be on spring break and get to like actually go and spend some like family time with them. Um,
Where are they?
and
Where do they live?
they're in they're in Connecticut. They're in Bethel right now. Um, which is kind of like I think it's like right by like Danbury, I believe. I don't know really, but I know what town they're in. It's a really small town. Um, and this past couple days, I was working on um, PR, and then I'm just kind of waiting, like, hear backs to see if anyone bites. But I'm probably gonna end up doing follow ups tomorrow. And I was refining the blog release post, so that we can get that published. Just trying to refine the messaging so it's a lot easier to understand. That's just but just need approval on that, and then now it's just generating more content for the 6 week plan that we have during fundraising. Um, so yeah, that's it all for me.
So when do you expect to publish the blog?
We want to do it today, but I just need like approval or to see what needs to be refined. That's the only thing. So.
On your favorite AI tool?
Oh, I've been trying to get away from like ChatGPT 4.0. I wanted to try out something new, which I do like for school sometimes, but I'm using Grok a little bit, and Grok has been actually really nice. Um, it's giving me like a lot of like good. I've had to like put in like some like analyses and like comparative stuff, and it actually gives a really good like breakdown. I don't know. I've been liking it. It's also pretty fast too, so it's been cool. Yeah, that's all from me.
All right, thank you. Pablo.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I cooked this weekend. I just got a lot of life stuff in order, which is good. Still have to do my taxes. That'll probably be at the end. I need the K1s.
K1s are always the last ones in.
They're always late, yeah. K1s. And no, really good. Really good, really productive. We obviously celebrated a little bit, had a good time on Friday. Big win for, frankly, the whole team, but especially, Madi, Sabo, the technical team. We try to get our buttons all set and ready. The chief reason is we didn't want to invite the world and then have a whole weekend where we couldn't support him, you know what I mean, any bugs or issues, etc. So we wanted to release today on Monday. You mean I mean public release, like public messaging release. We already have some really good feedback. I'm meeting Michelle. She's a marketing like agency head and who like was inspired by this latest release and has been providing some really good feedback. So that's crazy good. We also have a big meeting today with Bloomreach. Avi, I definitely want you there. I marked it in the calendar. It's marked as red. We're going to be meeting with the chief operating officer, their chief marketing officer, maybe their CEO, but their head of data as well. And this could be a potential API play. So kind of uncharted territory for me. I will create a document to kind of prep us. So I'll share that in advance. And then outside of that, also, Avi, you have a one-on-one final third interview. Yes, that's good. That's also marked in your calendar. And then, you know, just doing more outreach, being more aggressive, getting Apollo all set up where we're good to go. The templates are all set for this latest outreach. Nick, I've been also doing my own outreach, but I want to get you up to speed as well. So we should be going live on that today. I don't see any blockers outside of a few little adjustments on Zoom or scheduling, but we're good. That's fixable. That's it. And then, of course, supporting Avi in any ways possible for fundraising, which should be everyone's goal, is to make Avi look good and help him do what he needs to do. So I will pause. Oh, and my favorite AI tool right now is Claude. The chief reason why is because I upload subconscious experiments into Claude, and I challenge Claude to then provide me with like a degree of context synthesis, and it is doing a great job. It creates dashboards for me based on experiments that I run. It creates user flow diagrams,
Wow.
service blueprints, like really anything. And I'm just feeding it real live data that's coming from us. So I love that type of partnership. I think we can do better. But the fact that it can be done already today is a big sign that, you know, things are plausible, and that leads to an incredible user experience. Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Subodh?
What I'm grateful for, at least Saturday, Sunday, I've been feeling a bit better, so I'm just grateful for that. Nothing beyond that at this point. In terms of work, thanks for posting all the bugs. I guess it doesn't matter how many tests you do, CSV escapes. In terms of bug update, we've pretty much fixed everything. There's just one, the state one, which is not get picked up. We figured out what the issue is, so probably gonna need another half an hour, 40 minutes, and then push everything to
Wow.
them. There's one, the Tatavik reported African American wasn't getting picked up as well. So that was again another issue. So yeah, me and Madhu been going since morning, and luckily everything is done. So another
Wow.
half an hour, 1 hour, and we'll be good.
That is such record pace, Subodh. I wanted to say that the app feels so good. I've been running it this weekend and a little bit last week. It's really night and day compared to what we had.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a huge step forward. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks to all of the engineering team. Everyone has put quite a bit of effort.
And your favorite AI tool?
Yep, I was just gonna add to that. I guess pretty much Claude, especially for coding, makes your life pretty simple and easy. Also in terms of reasoning, like many times when I'm writing prompts to do a lot of stuff, I wouldn't think that detailed steps that it will provide me. So that really helps. Like you can come up with the initial idea and then just 5 or 6 times back and forth, and you pretty much have a so detailed, structured process that it outlines. So pretty nice.
All right, thank you. Tatvik,
Everyone,
up
happy Monday. In terms of gratitude, I'm grateful for the daylight savings, especially the part where I don't change my time, so everything starts earlier for me. In terms of work, so as Subodh already mentioned, there are like lots of bugs and issues people mentioned in the hunting channel, so I will go over them just to see what I can fix and what are like about the our shiny part. Other than that, I'll continue improving the prompts for the graphs in terms of progress on that part. I am on the mindset tab currently, so if my estimates are correct, like this week probably will be the last week for that, so I'll finish. I don't know like what day exactly, but we'll see. Yeah, that's for me today.
thank you. Atish,
I'm also grateful for daylight savings, and more so that it means there's more sun outside. It's pretty good. Um, Favorite coding tool or AI tool is Claude. I think it's a lot smarter than GPT for coding, which is great
Yeah.
because GPT does everything else. And then for work, I'm working on the Supabase, like using that for our population database. One thing, so I'm going through the validation endpoint right now, and one thing I'm running into is they don't like natively support distinct values in a column, which is pretty important. So I tried using group by and a couple things, and there's a thing called database functions, so I used that. But now it's timing out, so I think I have to explicitly provide the index. So yeah, I mean just going down the Reddit threads and stuff and trying things out until something works. Yeah.
What's your general experience with Supabase compared to
Uh, to
to
Postgres.
Postgres? Yeah.
Oh, it's good, I guess. There's a slight learning curve. Like some things I thought would be there, I have to kind of get in other ways. But overall, I think it's been fairly smooth. I really hope this issue goes away quickly. And the other thing I'm slightly concerned about is if the queries take too long, it might be a worse experience than Postgres because that was still things on the machine, while here we're doing back and forths a lot. So I mean, I'm trying to speed it up as much as I can and then see how it does. But yeah, I mean overall it's like just connecting to the database and stuff has been really smooth. It's just the Python API or STK. I don't know. The Python using in Python experience is pretty nice. It's one line to connect, and then um yeah, I don't
Have you been able to explore model context protocol use in CDP? Excuse me.
know.
In whatever Supabase.
Not yet. No. I explored database functions, which I guess is pretty cool. I think I haven't seen that before. But yeah, not quite there yet.
Cool. Cool. Nice work.
all right, next is Ambuj. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah. Hi guys. Happy Monday. Well, I'm grateful for the weather. It's been pretty pleasant. And coming to my favorite AI tool, well, I won't say this is a tool. It's like AI package, which is going to be GPT Researcher. Just the last week, I've been experimenting with it a lot. So I would say definitely it's quite capable. And coming to my task, on Friday I had a session with Madi. We just discussing the best ways to deploy my causal sentence generator would be, and he suggested the best way to go about would be to use a Docker. And so yeah, I just generated a Docker file, and just have to sit with Madi again,
Sweet.
just see what else can we do. So yeah, that's all for me.
That's a smart solution considering you might need. Well, whatever. That's nice. Nice. Thanks, Muddy.
Chin.
Hey guys, happy Monday. No camp today because I kind of dismantled it and I'm too lazy to put it back together right now. But what am I grateful for? I finally made my way back to the gym. I think last time I said I was healing my shoulder, so I think it's fine now. And like after I came back from the gym, it's still okay. So that's good news. My favorite AI tool, it's probably going to be Cursor, but I want to share this demo with you guys. It's called Sesame. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's like the best voice model, conversational voice model that I've ever seen. It's kind of like a Her moment, like the movie Her. It's like really convincing. But for work, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what Florian said. We're still pushing those two tasks, which is, use up the credits and do the outreach, the automated outreach, and also like deploy the rest of the models. He's kind of working on DeepSeek. I'm trying to get Claude done. I'm also looking at kind of internally kind of throttling the rate so that we match the rate limits that we have to follow, so that we kind of get it to execute slowly, but at least execute. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And we also have a meeting today at 4 p.m. Avi with AWS, and
There's a protocol called exponential backoff, which we use in the GPT-4 implementation, or at least we used to use it in the GPT-4 implementation, which gets to which fills the pipe to the tokens per minute available in the pipe, and it does it in this kind of sensitive variable way. So check out exponential backoff, which I think is already implemented. Also, I would ask that you guys prioritize the marketing outreach over the DeepSeek and whatever other models you're adding, just because our tokens are going to run out, and so that's the priority, I think, for now. I think we have enough different models that we've run on our human baselines that we can kind of generate a lot of content for the next 2 or 3 months.
No, it just felt like we were close to the finish line. That's kind of why we spent a bit more time, but yeah, we'll prioritize the other thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And let us know if there's any blockers now that we have the new version of the application. Like, for example, if you and Florian need to run 1,000 experiments, right? You'll probably need a new endpoint, or you'll need a new key for OpenAI, or for whatever endpoint we decide to use. Try to use not OpenAI, because that's a cash payment instead of a Google payment. But we want you to be able to run those 1,000 experiments without interfering with the production customers.
Yeah, I mean, we can't use OpenAI, right? The whole point is to use GCP.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yes.
And I'm currently using a Gemini Flash 2.0, which is the best in my opinion.
Beautiful. You're the expert on which model is the best now, so that's the one we should all use.
Where are we at? Hagi.
Hello everyone. Happy Monday. I'm grateful for I accidentally went to our village. It was cold, breezy weather. No, it was nice, and my favorite AI tool, I can say DeepSeek. I'm impressed with the thought process. especially where it's like but most of the time it doesn't work. The server is busy, but it's impressive. And for work, currently working on bug fix and also the chart I updated some issues for one chart it's looking a bit weird, so I'm trying to fix that one. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Hadi, the number of bugs is down dramatically. So whatever work you've been doing on the bugs over these last couple of weeks, it really shows. Thank you very much.
Next is Linnea.
Hi everyone, happy Monday. Sorry my camera's messed up today. But yeah, let's see. So I'm grateful for having friends with cars because I don't have one, and it was an unexpectedly crazy and hectic weekend, and they could drive me places. And not relying on the bus is fantastic sometimes. My favorite AI tool, I'm also going to go with Claude because it's been extremely helpful in coding. Yeah, what I'm working on work-wise is prettying up the radar plots. So I've got like functioning code to generate them, and now I just want to make them presentable, and I can probably demo that Wednesday. And we can like make a decision on whether to include them or not for portraying the mindsets. And then also bug fixes. Yeah.
Are the radar plots for portraying the traits of the mindsets in terms of the trait levels, or the importance of the attributes per each mindset, or both?
Right now, the importance of the attributes. We could also see how they look for like demographic traits as well.
Beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see that. Speaking of the mindsets, Linnea, maybe this is a question for Tativik and Subodh as well. We used to use this like kind of slow k-means system for determining the number of mindsets. We would like do the number of clusters and then do the elbow graph on the k-means graph to determine the optimum number of clusters. Whereas now we just kind of say, 3 clusters. Does it make sense to go back to a more dynamic mindset definition?
That might be a better question for Subodh or Tadvik.
I mean, whether we go with 3 or whether we make it dynamic, in both cases, they are incorrect. The correct way is to do a latent class one modeling.
That's right.
Hopefully, in a couple of days, when all the bugs are fixed, we can go back to fixing the mindset in a proper way for once and all. We can try so many tricks. It may work in few, it may not work in few. It will always have trouble. So we implement the latent class, and that will just do the job across the experiments.
That's really smart. Thank you, Subodh, for the perspective.
So does anyone have any demos?
No, we have Tushar also.
Oh, sorry, Tushar. Skipped you, sorry.
No, actually, I thought the stand-up was 1 hour earlier today. I didn't know that. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, blame Midwestern farmers in America for that. I apologize.
So is the stand-up now shifted 1 hour before for all days? Oh. Okay, so I was working on setting up chat scene components throughout the whole app, and
Nice.
working on the new website as well. Like discussed with Pablo once to create a sitemap for that, for getting the content and what we want to present in a like formal manner and a clean manner. So yeah.
Favorite AI tool?
Sorry, what?
What's your favorite AI tool?
My favorite AI tool. I've been pretty involved with the Cursor for like a week or two now, and I'm liking it. So I would say Cursor currently and Claude with it. Yep.
Yeah, Claude and Cursor seem are way ahead of all the other tools. All right. Does anyone have any demos? Not. Please don't all go at once. Monday mornings are rough. What's supposed to happen next? I actually kind of lost track of what happens at the end of the call.
Yeah, I think there was a demo from our marketing team. Really excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do a quick demo on the release post. We just posted this morning.
Let's do it.
Sorry, trying to. So this is the post we did. We released this morning. And we made some changes. We use the wording citizen level modeling, simulate respondents from across the United States at the citizen level. Motivations, effects, attitudes, and demographics are sourced from actual U.S. citizens for more reliable insights. And the largest repository of turning experiments in the world. We have replicated additional human studies across business administration, consumer choice, economics, education policy, environmental science, health policy, political science, and worker preferences, and introducing Collab, enabling real-time result sharing and feedback of our qualitative and quantitative research, allowing users to collaborate enterprise-wide, unconstrained character traits. If you can't find or can't afford the precise human respondent for your study, simulation is the next best option. We now offer unconstrained character traits to deliver 95% of the accuracy in 1% of the time. And we put this tagline, describe a future simulated, own it. See how AI-driven behavioral insights can transform your research. Explore Subconscious AI today at this link. And then this is the carousel. Yeah.
Very professional.
That's very cool. I developed similar messaging for my outreach, but I like these. I like this messaging better, so I might steal some of it for my outreach.
Nick, you should check out what's also coming in the pipeline for the blog post, which goes even deeper. It's super exciting. So my challenge for our marketing team, what do you want us to do? How can we help you? Should we repost? How do we repost? Should we make a comment? What do we do?
Can we like, yeah, Mia, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the best thing right now is to like it and like repost it. And we should not like all comment because we don't want like all like the employees just to like on, but especially like I think like reposting it will help get a lot more attention because like, we're using like your guys as followers as well to like draw attention.
Avi's the popular one, but yes. So if I understand correctly, and this is context for everyone, I'm trying to kind of set an example for future posts. So this is a post coming from our Subconscious LinkedIn company profile, and we want our own social, our own professional social networks to tap into that to repost and capitalize on our network, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, cool. And if you, what's the difference between reposting and reposting with thoughts or my comments? Is one better than the other?
I feel like honestly, yeah, reposting with your thoughts will kind of give it a little bit more of like a valid like check, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it, but it gives that like reliability than just reposting it. So yeah, that's a good mention too.
Yeah.
It's like a little like line with like your thoughts.
One of the things that I've done too, and this is for Nick, is for like a post that we put on social media, especially on LinkedIn, I can tag a person that I want to target for sales. I've seen that a lot. I'm sure Avi gets that a lot too. Like, hey, like at, you know, Avi, check this out. Check out this article. Like, this is pretty interesting. This could be relevant for said reason. So it's not just, you know, you can do the reposting and you could also do the comments and tags as well. So awesome.
Pablo,
And so is the blog, sorry.
I was gonna say, Pablo, I think technically you have more followers than I do.
I don't know. I'm just ruthless on LinkedIn. And then we have a blog post coming up. What's the details on that? Just to approve? Are we gonna set up a meeting with Avi to get that cleaned up?
Yeah, we didn't get to it this morning because we ran out of time, but we got our LinkedIn post up, so at least we got that. But yeah, we can set up a meeting. Right now I have like version 1, like version 2. So I have like 2 different paragraphs going on, so it's like, yeah. So definitely needs cleaning up.
Did we link up our HubSpot marketing list with our blog post list?
No.
No. Okay.
No, we have not yet. We I think have the capability. It will have to be an API. So I don't think it should take too long. We can certainly do a pull from, and that'll take 5 minutes, if anything, and then push that to our blog. Let's align right after. It should take 5 minutes. So.
Sweet.
Yes, sir. We should probably do that before we do this, you know, blog post. So things are timely. It's good.
Yeah, and then I spent some time this weekend cleaning up our ESP, so our deliverability should be improved. Thank you, Nick, for helping with that also.
I love that.
You're welcome.
Good job. Good job, Nick.
Yeah, that's the demo. Everyone, please repost. And oh, Sabo, just a reminder, the public demo is this week.
When is it? I was just gonna ask.
Oh yeah, it's this Thursday at 1 p.m. EST. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Lucy. Does anyone have any other demos? Well, I guess that's it. Thank you all.
Nice work, Nick.
And we'll be seeing you on Discord.
That's right. Stay in there. Let's collaborate.
Working
Let's keep
pays.
hunting.